Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Yep, mic still works. Hey guys, what's up? And I've missed you. The summertime has been pretty busy around here, so I took a little bit of a break from making these big videos. If you've missed me though, I am over on Instagram and TikTok posting almost daily if you ever need some good cleaning motivation. But today we are doing a good old-fashioned cleanup of the house. We've got a lot of messy areas and I am on my own for the first time in many months. So I thought I would take advantage and see how much we can get done today while everyone's gone. I currently have the house to myself, probably for the next 10 minutes now. It's so quiet, I can't get over it. I've mostly just been singing really loudly to myself. I'm gonna start off with the trash, which normally is the last thing I do, but I gotta get this out of here. We got a fresh set of cleaning gloves. Look at this. They have this pretty decorative end if you wanna feel super cute while you're cleaning, but also the inside is soft. So you're not feeling like a icky glove feel. I'm very particular about my senses and what I'm feeling. So that's why I'm wearing gloves in the first place. We get to bust out a new set of gloves today. It's a good day for cleaning. Let's go. You guys know me, I love to start in the kitchen. I am one of those people that loves to have the kitchen closed at the end of the day. Like everything is wrapped up. We start the day fresh with an empty sink and an empty countertop. Obviously that's not always the case and it wasn't on this day and that's okay. But this is the space that most affects my mental health. So I'm constantly just trying to keep the countertop clean and keep the dishes out of the sink and in the dishwasher. It's really that simple. This is actually a new dishwasher, which I don't know if I've shown off here, and I like it so much better than the last one, which was broken, obviously. But for whatever reason, this new dishwasher has made keeping up with the kitchen a lot easier. Things fit in it better, and I feel like they get cleaner in this. We also switched to actually buying name brand dishwasher pods. I know that sounds shocking, but we've noticed a huge difference. We used to buy the off-brand Kroger dishwasher tabs, and for us, using the Cascade tabs has made a world of difference. If you feel like your dishwasher is just not getting your dishes really clean, one of the things that you could check is the pod that you're using, but also check the filter in the bottom of your dishwasher. A lot of people don't remember that you actually need to clean your dishwasher out, and sometimes just the filter being clogged up can be what's causing your dishes not to get all the way clean. Anyways, I feel like we haven't caught up in a little while, so I'd love to hear what's new with you guys down in the comments. Highs and lows. What was your high for the week? What is something hard that's going on in your life right now? Let's think. For me right now, I'm gonna go with the low, is just the summer with our 3 girls has been a little bit challenging for me because I watch them full-time during the summer and I'm also working. It is just mentally exhausting. And there's a lot of mom guilt in there, feeling like I need to try and balance, you know, giving my kids a great summer and making memories with them. And then also like I need to work. And where is that work-life balance? It's always tricky for everybody. So that's my low, just the mental exhaustion. Of course, I've got a lot of great people on my side helping me out, so I'm really thankful for them. High would be, we just booked our fall break vacation and we are heading back to Destin, which we took a trip, I think last year with just the big girls. It'll be our littlest, Britton's, first time to the beach, and we're heading there with my parents. So I think that's gonna be a lot of fun and we can start kind of planning what we wanna do there. So if you guys are from the Destin area or if you just know some great spots to hit up in Destin, we've only been there once, but we really enjoyed the beach. The sand is so much softer and everything there was just so much more peaceful than any of the other beaches that we've been to. So we're looking forward to that. And then of course the girls are starting school here. Emerson, our oldest, starts first grade here in a little bit, probably another couple weeks. And then Charlie will be back in preschool starting in September. So it'll just be Britton and I at home. And my schedule will look a little bit different, so you might be seeing more videos pop up because I'll have a little bit more time back. So drop your highs and lows down in the comments so I can read those. And back to the cleaning, I am wiping off the countertop with a disinfectant. Disinfectant tip: if you do not pay attention to your bottles, you actually need to leave it on the surface for a specific amount of time for it to really do its job and work if you're trying to disinfect something. So make sure that you're reading the label of your bottles. Not in, like, up until a couple of years ago I didn't know that. I promise I'm going to stop talking soon, but I have so much to say because I haven't made a big video in a while. But I got my hands on recently, finally, the Sprayway stainless steel cleaner and polish, which a lot of you recommended. and I have been looking for, but it was never in any of the stores near us. I was walking through Walmart one day and suddenly it was just there, so I was very excited to try this out, and I like it so much better than the other stainless steel cleaner that I've been using for the last couple of years. I've noticed that it polishes better and it stays shinier longer. So I will be sticking with this as long as I can keep finding it. I'll link it down below as well as all the other things that I'm using today. Almost done here in the kitchen, just finishing off the countertop, and then we're going to move on to cleaning the floors in here. This is stuff that I do every day, and if you want to watch me clean my kitchen even more, like I said, you can join me over on Instagram and TikTok. Also, every day I like to check our little insect trap over here. It's got a sticky padding on the back, and then it has a blue light, so the gnats and the flies in the house are naturally drawn to it, and then they just stick on it. So gross. The girls and I look at it every morning. If you have a lot of fruit flies during the summer or house flies, these are perfect. Again, I'll link it down below. They catch it all, and they're disgusting but satisfying to look at. Speaking of satisfying, this is my wet dry vacuum. You've seen me talk about it a lot, but it is so nice, and I use this 4 to 5 times a day, I think, like every meal basically, and sometimes in between. So the cool thing about this one is that it has a roller that goes edge to edge, so it gets all the way up to the baseboard. This is the most frequently cleaned section in the house, which is where the girls eat most of their meals, here at the counter. Messiest one obviously being the 1-year-old. And once the dog picks up the bigger chunks, this wet dry vacuum comes in and gets the rest of it. And when I'm doing a deep full clean of the kitchen, I'll do the rest of the space. But pretty much 3-4 times a day I'm doing under those chairs, just because I hate the feeling of stepping on crumbs, but also the wet dry vacuum just makes it really fast. Geez, this song got a little more intense than I was expecting for the laundry portion. But this is our laundry room, which I don't know if I showed it off in the video. We did a little makeover on it. One of my favorite things about it is that we put a lamp in here, and it's cozy and warm, and doing laundry in here is almost bearable. I hate laundry, but I love it with the lamp on. So you'll see me turn off the big light and use the lamp in here. I've got several loads in here that are clean and need to be folded, and then I've got one. I cleaned out our guest room upstairs recently and collected all of the random items. That's what I just put in the washing machine. And then throughout the week, randomness. What I do at the end of every day, or really during the day, is if something lands on the floor, it's a clothing item, like, and it's just around, which happens very often with 3 kids and a husband, I will just throw it in the wash, and at the end of the day, I run a load. So I usually end up getting these random small loads throughout, and they kind of just pile up in here. So that's what I'm going through. A lot of it's the girls' clothes, some randomness in here. Let me know if this is just me, but we go through so many more clothing items in the summer. We've got swim lessons, and we have a neighborhood pool, so I'm constantly washing or drying towels or swimsuits, but it feels like our girls change constantly throughout the day, or they've gotten dirty outside. It's like I have so much more laundry to do during the summer. Is it just me? You're about to see me get sidetracked here. I just popped into the girls' room to put away their laundry, and I naturally just started picking things up. They've been pretty good about putting their things away. We've got a lot of organizational systems in here so that they can do it easily themselves. They mostly just have their stuffies in their room, and all of our toys are out in the play area. So that way, at the end of the day, it's just like sleeping that happens in this room. So the only things that really get put away, that need to get put away, are clothing or stuffed animals. They all go over there. So it's pretty quick to pick up. And who doesn't like to come home to a clean room? So while I was picking that up, I remembered the canopy in here had fallen down. Somebody pulled on it a little bit too hard, so I had to get up on the bed and put that back up into the ceiling. All right, I got distracted. I did the laundry, but I totally forgot about this area over here. But first, this laundry is actually ready to go in the dryer. This may sound dumb, but one of the tricks that I've made for myself to remember that there is laundry that's not done, like I'll always put stuff in the washer and then forget to dry it, and then I have to wash it again. So I will leave this on until I am done with laundry. That way at the end of the night, if it's still on, I'm like, oh yeah, I need to put my stuff in the dryer. And so far it's been working for me really well. Tumble dry, I love that. This is my least favorite area to clean because it becomes cluttered because there's so many little decisions. Like, does this go here? I don't know. Or is this going to go here? So I hate doing it. I'm going to do it on a really quick time lapse for you because it's going to look like it went so quickly. The crazy thing that I didn't even notice when I was cleaning up this area, because I was just focused on getting it clear of the clutter, was that the coffee pot in there is completely covered in mold. And that's just so real life for you. I don't drink coffee, so that's Nick's. And he ended up buying some cold brew something recently that he's been doing. So the coffee pot has gone unused and apparently has been molding there for who knows how long, but I'm genuinely afraid. He's been talking about switching out his system recently, so we're gonna have to talk about that. But yeah, if you notice that, I'm sorry you had to see that. All right, onto this window, which is my own fault that it is the way that it is. and was definitely the hardest part of today's cleaning and took so much of my energy, so I didn't get as much done upstairs as I was hoping. But so for Christmas, I got the girls these crayon-like things that you can color on windows, draw on glass, doors, or anything like that, and it comes right off. Normally, it does just fine on the inside. Well, this was the first time I let them try it on the outside, and the problem was that we left it on there for several days, so the sun's just been baking it on, and it did not want to come off. So I tried the normal thing, which is a spray away, gets it off typically inside right away, even if we've left it for weeks. And that did not work, so I'm going to Scrub Daddy Dawn Power Wash. Still did not want to come off.
I have never had this be so stubborn. I brought out the pink stuff and my Rubbermaid scrubber. If that doesn't work, I've got this little razor that will scrape it right off. I guess that baking in the sun for several days probably isn't great for it. Oh well.
Normally, I like to see something done to completion, but I had to just call it a day on that window. I'm going to come back for the little itty bits later. And we're moving back into the living room, picking up some of the trash in here. Not a whole lot, just like to tidy this up, typically at the end of the day, but since I am here by myself, I want the whole house to get a little cleaned up.
Starting on empty here. This Dyson came with a few different heads. This is the best one for carpet and rugs. And then it also has a laser detect one, which I'll show you on the hardwood in a minute.
I think I've had about 2 months with this Dyson. I got it for my birthday and it's been really great so far. I'm surprised with how lightweight it is. It's by far the most lightweight vacuum, and I thought I had a really lightweight vacuum, which it was, but this thing is like a feather. And it comes with several different attachments. The laser head being the most satisfying because you can literally see every speck of dirt that you're vacuuming up. This head right here is the best for the carpets and rugs, and I like to run it on the eco mode or the medium mode, but over where the dog sits a lot, I'll turn on the boost mode, and it is crazy how fast that tank fills up from just this rug. So I love this vacuum. I trust it. It gets a lot up. Every once in a while it'll go on sale, and I have it constantly linked in my Amazon shop. Check it out if you are looking. Definitely top favorite of mine for the last few months now. Finishing off the living room with a little spritz from my favorite scent right now. And I like to use this on anything that is fabric. A lot of people forget that curtains hold a lot of that stale smell in the house, so it's good to give them a little spray with something every once in a while. And before we head upstairs, I had one little organizational piece to add into the fridge. That's this Lazy Susan that is rectangular. So I'm able to use up the entire little shelf up here. Before I had a circular Lazy Susan, just a round one. And I couldn't use all the space around it, but this is amazing because it does a 360. I can pull it out and I can reach the things in the back and reach the things in the front, spin it around. It's amazing. Up in our bedroom now, which may look a little bit different from the last time that you guys have seen it here. Let's pretend like you didn't see anything because I'm making a video about it and all of the changes. The bed in here is new, which is cool because it has drawers on the side, so I can store all the sheets for the bed in here and I can swap them out more frequently. And I can swap them out really easily. Also just added in some new blackout roller shades, and then I'm working on a little project across from the bed, which you can't see yet. But if you do want to see it, you can subscribe and you won't miss out on anything. That is it for today's video. I hope you got some motivation from it, and I hope that you are having a great week. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, happy cleaning.